Here in Paris, it's a very different meeting from Copenhagen. Here we're talking about opportunity sharing rather than burden sharing. It's about investment rather than cost. And what business wants to see is a really strong signal from policymakers that we're actually going to be removing subsidies from fossil fuels, putting a price on carbon, having strong regulations in place. And we've talked for a long time about long, loud and legal policy making. Uh, Within that, if you're a business, what you tend to do is you make long-term plans, but then you actually change as you go. You adjust. Can you go faster? Can you strengthen targets? And here we need, in this agreement, everybody's been talking about the ratchet mechanism, where we can look every 5 years, can we go farther and faster? And evidence from technology shows that actually you can go farther and faster. Because if you look at solar or at battery technology, we've had incredible improvements. Just solar alone, the last 5-6 years, we've seen an 80% reduction in the price. So if you look at solar today, what's possible with it is radically different from a few years ago. The same thing's happening with batteries and will happen across many other fronts. So we want to have that capacity to be able to tighten plans. We want a long-term direction, to be clear that this is about completely decarbonising the global economy. So this is about net zero emissions in the early second half of the century. And you can also see, we're a global business, so we have operations that trace right back into the cotton fields in South Asia or into forests in Russia. We have a global exposure as a business. And you'd have to say, in developing countries, especially the poorer regions of the world where people had almost no part in creating this problem, they need some financing on the table to help them with the transition, to help for adaptation, and to help actually get clean economy in place. So we need governments to step up to the commitment they made on the $100 billion. It's not a lot to ask. That will leverage huge amounts of investment from the private sector. So we could say with good government policy here in Paris, we'll see a wave of business innovation and investment that unlocks the clean revolution that we all want to see. So I'm actually confident, within a few days' time, really at the end of the week, we'll be rolling our sleeves up saying, let's build this new next wave of the Industrial Revolution and put the when or what or maybe behind us. At Ikea, we can see our customers that really care about climate change, but they want easy, affordable, attractive solutions. So actually we've said here this week that we'll have an ambition to have 500 million LEDs sold by the end of 2020. That's enough to save all the household electricity in Paris and London every year when those LEDs are installed, and they'll save energy for a further 20 years. We've also started selling solar panels in Switzerland and the Netherlands and the UK. We'll roll out some more countries. So we've had people come into IKEA looking for towels and actually leaving having ordered solar panels for their roofs. But it's a great thing for them to do for their wallets, for their homes, and for the environment. So they're really happy they've turned their roofs into a power station. We'll see Paris as the turning point between the high carbon economy of the first phase of the Industrial Revolution and the clean economy of the future. We put fossil fuels behind us, and the strategic assets of the 21st century will be the things above the ground. It'll be about the wind, the forests, the water, and the sun that shines all around us on the world. What business is looking for in climate is a policy signal that's long, loud, and legal. And then we'll see the business innovation and investment that will unlock a clean revolution that will be great for people everywhere.